Okay, so we're going to talk about challenge groups tonight. And I know that like most of you guys are veterans, but there are going to be a lot of new coaches watching this recording. So I'm kind of going to go through a little bit of a rundown, and you might not even know this stuff either, because Corinne didn't know it. So it might be new to you. So first of all, when you're doing your challenge groups, does everybody know that, hold on just a second. I'm going to screen share here for a second. Can everybody see my screen? Yes. Okay. Do you know that when you run a challenge group, that if you go into your online office and you're like at your main page and you go to sales and marketing, and then you scroll down to marketing tools, that you actually can go to Beachbody challenge group guides, and there is every single Beachbody program that they created. You click on PDF, and literally from start to finish, it is a whole entire challenge group for you. So you don't have to like come up with your own ideas. It tells you how to sell the challenge group, how to videos about it. There's literally a picture and a copy and paste that you can do every single day. So you're not, the more time that you're, what I've realized is the more time that you're wasting trying to like come up with stuff, the less time you're recruiting. The less you're recruiting, you're not making as much money. So until you kind of get like a stream of things going, and like for me, when I first started out, I would copy and paste this and then say I can't, like, you know, say I found like something interesting, that would be like a real time like post, but everything else was just copy and paste. And still to this day, I copy and paste. Stop talking. Who guys got in trouble?
Sorry, that was Ethan.
Oh, I was like, oh, sorry. You need to quit talking. So this is just an easy way to keep your challenge groups going with the flow, not stressful. You don't have to think about it. And Beachbody already has it done for you. And then just throw in some real-time stuff. You know, we'll talk about themes and things like that. But there's no reason to make challenge groups any more complicated than they have to be. It's easy peasy. And that's how you get to it. I'll say that again, just in case somebody didn't remember. You go into your online office, you go into sales and marketing tools, and then Beachbody challenge group guidelines, and then every single program's right there. I also wanted to talk about, Heidi set up these awesome calendars for us, and there's a group of us in Team Lift Fit who are going to start take more like leadership roles and really make us kind of run like a system where we're all just running without having to put too much thought into what we're doing. So it's just running like a well-oiled machine. So what we're going to start doing is advertising for our challenge groups. You're going to run your challenge group. Is it the third Monday of the month? Or I can't remember. Does anybody remember?
I think it's the second Monday of the month you start the challenge group.
Okay. So the second Monday of the month, we're going to start the challenge group. So the last week of the month and the first week of the month is when you really want to blast challenge groups. Like all your lead generators are going to be about joining challenge groups, transformation pictures, whatever you got to do. You have to remember that not only one post is going to make somebody like come out and jump at you. So you've got to get creative, and then whatever you're getting action on, don't change it. Go back and try to just keep doing that. There's no reason to change what you're doing if it's getting hold on, there is like an echo on here.
I think.
Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's really no reason to like try to change things up. Whatever you posted and is working, post it again. Just keep posting it. Whatever verbiage you're using. And then whatever you use to sell that challenge pack, go back and look at the way you spoke and speak that way again. And just keep but making it better every time that you do it. Over the last 2 years, I've made a lot of mistakes of always trying to like change things. And I was afraid to cross post, and I was afraid to like fill people's newsfeed with the same thing. But you have to remember that the audience that watches you at 7 a.m. isn't the same audience that watches you at 9 p.m. And that isn't the same audience that's going to watch you at noon. Not everyone is a coach or a network marketer who's using social media as their business, so they're not on there all day long. So you really want to be consistent with your post. And like, I've been posting the same lead generator for my, for the sneak peek for next week, just changing my picture out. Like, but it's literally been, I just copy and paste it. And then I email them the sales letter. But it's going to take about 21 times of them seeing the same thing for them to commit. So the first 2 weeks is nothing but challenge group blasting. Like, you are just going to shout people out, share transformations, share your own transformation. People are following you for a reason. So I would use a lot of your own transformations and like maybe one or two of a client or a teammates if you don't have any clients yet. Just ask before you use it. That is what I was going to talk about for that. So the last week and the first week of the month, we're going to blast challenge groups. The second Monday of the month is where we're going to start the challenge group. You can either do your own challenge group, or you can throw people in our team challenge group. If you only got one or two people, you're more than welcome to put them in that. Or if you have a new coach who's never ran a group before, have them go into our challenge group so they can see what it's about, and they can add their clients to it for that. And then,
Hey, Brittany, I'm sorry. I think I said the second Monday of the month, but I think it depends on the month. So just check in with the calendars. I'm going to try and post them for the rest of the year, because like September, the first Monday is so late in the month.
Oh, yeah.
I have it starting on, I think it's the Tuesday. It's the day after Labor Day is when I have it starting for September.
Okay.
So it should, whatever that second week of the month is. And then the new coach sneak peek will always be like the last week of the month.
Okay. That works. And then in your challenge groups also, make sure you're talking about the sneak peeks and, kind of throwing that in there, because you never know who might bite at that. So make sure you're upselling in that. And does everybody upsell in their challenge group? I hit a lot of volume points talking about pre-workout, post-workout, Activate. I am a cold hard Activate lover, and I sell a ton of those. I sell a lot of pre-workouts, a lot of recovery or protein shake. It used to be whey protein, but now it's the recovery shake. But I make videos of myself talking about them, and I don't know a lot of the science behind everything. All I know is that when I got in the best shape of my life, this is what I did, and this is what I took, and this is why. And I just say that. I don't say this has branched chain amino acids, and this is going to do this for this cell and duplicate this cell and blah, blah, blah. I don't even get into any of that verbiage. They don't care. They want to know how you lose weight fast, how you keep it off, and how you look amazing. And they want to look like you. They come to you because they want to look like you, or, they want to achieve whatever you're achieving. So really make a point at least once a week to be upselling a product in your challenge group, because maybe they can't afford Shakeology, but they can afford that. And if they can afford 50 personal volume points a month, they can be a coach and get a discount. You can sign them up as a discount coach, and you're still building that team volume. And then, hey, maybe they'll want to join your team. So it doesn't always have to reflect back on Shakeology. Like, really upsell. Like, Beachbody has that performance line is an amazing product line because it's all artificial free. That's really hard to find these days. And when you go into GNC and things like that, there's not a lot of information. So it's a really awesome way to build your income, build your volume, and get a bigger customer base. And that's how you're going to get those gym goers too, is with the supplements, not just with home workouts. So keep that in mind. Make sure that you make a point every week to upsell in your challenge groups. And then I also wanted to talk about doing 30-day paid challenge groups. Now, I'm only telling you this because I've been a coach for 2 years. I've made the mistakes. I had this huge group, which I love, and I became very attached to everybody in it. And my income was like this, and then my income went like this very fast because they quit. They either A, already bought a challenge pack for me, B, I've already asked them to be a coach and they said no, or they were on Shakeology for 3 or 4 months and then they canceled it. And then they weren't buying anything from me. So I am like pouring my heart and soul into this group and giving them tons of valuable information, and nobody's buying anything from me. So it really took me about, it was probably 6 months ago when I was kind of like, okay, my income's going down, but I'm like getting better at what I'm doing. So this isn't making any sense to me. Like, I'm actually a better coach now, and I have so much more knowledge now than what I did in the beginning, but I'm making less money. It's because these people are going to take it. And I don't mean it in a rude way. I think that everyone's great, but they're essentially taking advantage of you. They message you all the time. So what I decided to do was I watched a video on 30-day groups, and to be in my boot camp or my challenge group, also known as a challenge group, because they can either buy a boot camp or they can buy a challenge pack. They have to pay. And if you're a previous customer and you want to get in because you want the meal plans and you want the video call, it's $50 via PayPal. Like, you have to pay, or you have to be on Shakeology HD, or you have to be a discount coach. Like, there is some form or another that I'm making money from them because I'm making meal plans, I'm posting accountability, I'm making videos, I'm taking time away from my family to give them support. This is how I get paid. And that's how you kind of have to look at your challenge groups, as this is your job. So if you want to, but if you want to do this and make money, you have to look at it as a job, and you should be compensated for your work. Doctors are compensated for their work, so we should be compensated for our work. You know, you wouldn't go to a doctor's office and ask for something for free, so they shouldn't get something for free from you. So with that being said, how I do that is basically I let them know everything that they get. They can join the challenge group. I only hold the groups for 30 days now because I really noticed that after about 30 days, it kind of like dwindles down, and the people who really want to take off are going to take off and do it. They're either going to sign up to be a coach, or they're going to want to work with you further. And if they want to work with you further, they can get on Shakeology HD, or whatever else you have to offer. Then they can join the next group and join the next group. And then you can offer them the discount coach. But I really, really highly recommend only doing 30-day groups and making them, they have to purchase a challenge pack or a program or Shakeology or the performance pack, something. They have to purchase something to be in your group. So that's how I run my 30-day groups. Anyone on the team is more than welcome to join my group to kind of see how I run things. I don't do anything fantastic or special. I do a lot of videos. I do theme days and things like that. But other than that, it's nothing really special, but it's just that accountability. And I do video chats like this with my challengers. And that is what is helping build my business on getting them. I set them up on like a weight loss plan or a fat burner plan, or we just talk about struggles and things like that. And then sometimes they want to join the team because they're lacking support. So I highly recommend doing 2 video chats, one after the second week, so you can talk to them about the first week, how it went, what their struggles are, where they want to go, like what their big goals are. And then on the 4th week, I do a video chat. These are only 20-minute chats, by the way. I do a video chat about where they want to go from here. Like, what's your next step? Do are you lacking friendships and support and you want to be a part of a team? Maybe you should join Team Lift Fit. Do you need another program? Do you want to continue on with another group? Like, what's your next step from here? That way I can kind of build a really good relationship with them and keep them. What you want to do is you not only want to land the client, but you want to retain the client. You want them to keep coming back to you. So it's more than just selling that challenge pack for the month and then moving on. You want them to keep coming back to you and be connected to you. So I highly recommend either phone calls or video chats. Just keep them to 20 minutes. That's it. And then if you want like what I talk about, I can go over that too. Also, when somebody, so say somebody wants to buy a challenge pack from you and you're like, what do I do? I have found it really successful. I'm going to screen share again. To go back to the marketing tools and getting them all set up on the challenge pack and getting it sent to their email. So you go to Coach Mobile app at the top, and of course it's going to take forever. Anyway, so you can enter their email. You can also enroll them as a new coach through here too. You can make them a new customer, enter their last name, or was that first name? You can go to shop now, select their challenge pack, select their Shakeology, add it to their cart, and then it goes straight to their email. So all they have to do is check out. So that is a really good way to go ahead and get people into their email and say, hey, let me know when you got your email. And then let me know if you have any questions. And as soon as you get checked out, I'll get you added to the fitness accountability group. So that's just another way that I kind of like get people locked in. And also when I get them on the phone, I can do all of that over the phone. They can get in their email, they can pull that up, they can sign up and check out all while I'm on the phone with them. And I just like landed a sale over the phone and they've checked out and I got my successful points. So I highly recommend utilizing that, especially when you do, when you get your clients on phone chats, perspectives. So those are all the things that I wanted to go over, and we have some time left. So I'm going to like unmute guys, and whatever questions or anything you guys want to add to challenge groups that help you be successful. So let's just go over that. Does anybody have anything to add?
For those of us veteran coaches who have been doing what we were initially taught, which was the big alumni group, and you're in mine, so you see how mine goes. How do you suggest we take it from what it is now into one of the 30-day paid groups without pushing people away or like here's an ultimatum or like before selling yourself, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I went back and forth with this with my mentor and business coach a couple times, and she was like, shut it down, get rid of it. And I was like, I don't really want to shut it down because I feel like those are kind of like my lifers, like my people. They help me build my family.
It's okay. Come here.
So
go around that way.
So I decided not to say anything.
Come on.
At all in the group. I decided to just not say anything and kind of quit posting in there, like on a daily basis. I quit kind of doing challenges, but what I do is upsell in there, like, hey, my next bikini boot camp is starting this date. And like even a couple discount coaches like joined the size group. I did sell a couple programs. I didn't sell any challenge packs or anything like that, but I'm just posting what's coming up next with what I'm doing, but I'm not posting like, good quality information in there anymore. I just kind of like phased myself out.
I've kind of done the same. I don't know if you've been in mine recently, but that's kind of what I'm doing too. Yeah.
And, now I'm just doing on the post, like looking for 3 to 5 ladies who need to lose, X amount of weight and, this amount of time. And if they're a person in my group, as soon as they find out it costs money, they're like, oh, I don't want to do it. So I'm kind of leaving it up. And then that also, by leaving it open too, it kind of leaves those clients that join your 30-day group who are like on the fence about coaching or discount coaching or really what to do next, a place to put them. So then at least you still have their names all together. So
that makes sense what you're doing with it.
yeah, I can kind of keep everything organized, and that's like a good follow-up. I'll like go through their names and start messaging them when I need people to join groups, like, hey, you haven't joined a group in a while, blah, blah, blah. But that's kind of what I did. Also on your challenge groups, like when you're advertising for them, over the last 2 years, I've really noticed of like putting like personal pictures up and not being so like, here's my Shakeology bottle, here's Shanti in the background. There are only 300,000 Beachbody coaches, but on your friends list, it looks like every single person's a Beachbody coach. So you kind of have to set yourself apart from what everybody else is doing. So maybe do like a cute video of you and your kid like working out and call it a dance party. Don't necessarily be like size. Both ways work a little bit. Like you don't want people to not know that you're a coach, but you also don't want to like blast it out everywhere. I've just seen it so much, and I'm seeing it not working for so many people because that's what a lot of the coaches do. And you know how we're all like, it works, people, and you know, like we see all that green stuff and we like freak out. That's kind of how people are reacting to us these days, and not just our team. I'm talking about all Beachbody coaches. So, I'm in a couple of like ambassador programs who kind of like make fun of Beachbody coaches. So that's where I'm kind of getting this feedback from, is from fitness professionals who don't do network marketing, who we're not attracting, who those are the people that we want to attract that we're not attracting because we look super salesy. So that's one thing you want to keep in mind when you're doing advertising challenge groups. Now, I think transformation photos are awesome. So definitely post those, and definitely post like your story and a lot about your workout and things like that. So I don't know, you can try it both ways, but that's just the feedback that I'm getting from the ambassador groups that I'm in. So I'm just passing it along.
That's kind of why I had laid off the opportunities. That's kind of why I had stopped so much about challenge group join my bikini boot camp or whatever, or join my team or whatever. I had kind of just went on a hiatus with that and just wanted to be consistent with just posting what I'm doing, because they're following me for my journey, not following me so that every 10 minutes my post is about, hey, I need a new coach, who's on board, you know?
Yeah, it's a fine line. It's definitely a fine line. I try to like, what I've been trying to do, and it's been working, is like post like a little bit about like something like Beachbody related, and then kind of like fill it in at the bottom. You know what I mean? Like get them like hook, line, and sinker, and then like, oh, hey, by the way, my partnership with Beachbody, the makers of P90X and Insanity, has led me to all of this, or like T25 led me to this. But I'm trying to not be so and I can tell you, I was the queen of it when I first started coaching. So, and it definitely worked for me in the beginning, but it really stopped really fast. So you kind of got to play both parts a little bit. You want to throw your Beachbody stuff out there, but you don't want it to be blasted out full blast, I guess. Try it both ways, whatever works. But I definitely wanted to let you know the feedback that I'm getting from like Fitfluential and Sweat Pink and Girls Gone Sporty. These are what people are saying about our sales tactics. And we want to attract people who are in Sweat Pink, Girls Gone Sporty, Fitfluential, which, by the way, write all of those down. Every single one of you should be applying to be in these affiliate groups. You can network with so many amazing people. You can do campaigns and get paid for them. Now, you don't get approved for campaigns it doesn't matter like who you are in the fitness industry or what. Like Sweat Pink's a great community to be involved in. If you have kids, 42 Fitness is a good one. Fitfluential is like top notch. Like you want to be in that program, but they do have some requirements of so many likes on your social media pages. But I like pushed for a goal to reach 1,000 likes on Facebook so I could be a part of Fitfluential. It's just, even if you don't get approved for campaigns, you just learn so much about blogging, and you really connect with a lot of people through those ambassador programs. I know that's not challenge group related, which is what the call is supposed to be about, but that is highly important to start networking with yourself with these people, because it's going to take all you need to do is land one or two of these people who are already doing what we're doing. They're just not in network marketing. Most of them aren't getting paid. They just do it for fun.
Can you repeat those?
Girls Gone Sporty, Fit Fluential, Sweat Pink, 4-2 Fitness, which is 4 and then the number 2 fitness.
I've tried influential before, and they're hard.
They're hard. It took me like 8 weeks to get my application approved. It was a long time. I just kept applying.
Where do you find these applications at?
If you go to their websites, they usually have like an ambassador program, and then they'll have like a application that you fill out.
Okay.
Yeah, Jill, you definitely need to get in those groups.
I've done I did Shields of Strength, but now I don't know what to do with it. Like, do I have to buy stuff to be able to sell their stuff? And I don't want to look spammy doing that too. So I'm like stuck with now what to do. I know it's not challenge group related.
Yeah, it's awkward. Affiliate groups are awkward. I just feel like they're good to be a part of their networks. Those are a little bit more complicated than like Fit Fluential and Sweat Pink because there's no community. I think you froze, Megan. Yeah, she's definitely frozen. So does anybody else have any questions about challenge groups before we get cut off?
I was just going to say that real quick that I closed down my ongoing like alumni group, and basically because the participation was starting to it was lacking anyway. But I just told him, I said, I'm making changes into my business and I'm no longer going to be doing ongoing groups, but I will be holding a 4-week group every month. And if you want to be part of that, let me know and I can give you the details. And then I just told him I was closing that group down and went from there.
Yeah, you said that they hadn't bought from you like forever though, right?
Well, I had 2 new people in there. The rest of the people, yeah, they were just people that had been ongoing clients that hadn't bought anything recently. So.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, yeah, sometimes there's just some people that you just gotta fire, unfortunately.
yeah.
So Jill, how did you hit Success Club this month versus, I mean, your pages and your posts, you're like on fire. I'm like loving it.
I've been seriously, I don't know what it is, but ever since I did like the whole infomercial shooting, like it's completely made me step out of my comfort zone. So I've just been messaging people like crazy. Yeah.
And if anybody needs some ideas on what to do, Jill has your page is good of like, we know you're a Beachbody coach, but you're not like annoying. You know what I mean? Like it's good. It's a good example. So I would check Jill's page out. It's just Jill Grash Fitness, right?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on, baby. Yeah, I would definitely check out her page. She's got some good posts. And Kate, your page has been looking good too. I like it. And so you're welcome. It does. It looks good. Your posts are getting so good. Are you getting any feedback?
I get a little bit. I don't know. I feel like I'm trying too hard.
I don't think so.
No.
I think it looks good now. I think it looks good. I think you're super consistent. I think it looks really good. I would tell you.
Oh, thanks.
I would. So Amanda, did they say what's going on with your page name? I don't think the name's bad, 21 Days to Fit, because you know what I was thinking? That it takes 21 days to make a habit. You could look at it that way too. I don't think it's necessarily bad. You have 2 Success Club points, right? That's exciting. So does anybody have anything? Oh, themes in your groups are another good thing to do. You know, what I've been doing to make my groups like just kind of like flow where I don't have to like put so much thought into it is I've been recording all of my videos and then uploading them to YouTube. And then I made like a sheet, like my own like Beachbody guideline sheet of like things I want to talk about in my groups. And I'm not even kidding when I say like, oh, I'm going to talk about like supplements to maximize your results. I post a video and somebody buys something from me like that day, or they schedule a call to talk more about stuff. But like anytime you like have a good idea, videotape yourself talking about it, because it makes it so much easier than typing it out. And then you can upload it to YouTube and then you always have it. So say you start a group like 6 months from now, like, oh, I don't know what to post. Then you just copy and paste that. And like a really good video to make is a video on how to prepare for your workouts the next day. Like lay out your workout clothes, get your shaker cups ready, get your DVD and the DVD player, things like that. That's a really, really good video to do. And it's really helpful for a lot of people. A lot of people aren't prepared, and they don't even realize that's why they're failing at their workouts. Another thing is to have like some contests. I don't necessarily think you always have to give away free stuff. I was giving away a lot more stuff than what I was getting in return there for a minute. E&E packets are easy things to give away if you want to give away samples. They're inexpensive and they only take one stamp. And thank you notes in your challenge groups. I go to Target, and in their little dollar section, they always have cute little cards for $1. And I found a ton of them that say hooray on there. So I bought like 20 packs of these hooray cards, and like midway through the challenge group, like the 2-week mark where people are starting to like fizzle out and not, I send them like an encouragement card, like, hey, thanks for being in my group. Like you're doing great. I kind of like jot down in my phone in the notes section, like how much weight they've lost, or like things that they've said positive about themselves. So I can say that to them to reassure them about positivity. Today, I did a video in my challenge group about how people tend to attack you first when you start a health and fitness journey, and how to I'm sure we've all been there. Maybe some of us are still going through it, but when you start getting healthy and fit, everyone just wants to like put you on blast. When you're at cookouts, they want to be like, oh, Jill's here, so she's not eating carbs. Jill, like those stupid comments that, everyone gets, oh, you don't eat chips, or all you do is work out. Like we all get them. So I like did a whole video of like you're gonna, like, it's hard. These things are going to happen to you. This is how you have to stay strong. This is why online groups are important versus, and I'm going to make this a public post also, on why you should have an online personal trainer versus an in-person personal trainer, because an in-person personal trainer only meets with you once a week for an hour. And I priced them the other day, and the guy that is down the road from me, you meet once a week with for an hour, and it's $500 a month. That's insane. That is insane for 1 hour a week. That's 4 hours a month.
And people actually go for that?
Yeah, they pay it. So I'm like, they can pay us $140 for like life.
Right.
For their lifetime.
Oh God.
So I did a whole video on why like it's so much better to have an online personal trainer, because we're here. Like I had people start emailing me, and I make like an email file. So like say I would have say Amanda was in my group, I would have like a file that says Amanda Turner, and every time she emails me, I flip it into that file. So I have all of our like notes compiled together. But I'm like, you have unlimited email access to me. So I can be with you every single day. I check my email at this time, and I check my email at this time of the day. So anytime that you need, and then the people that are really struggling, I let them text me. I don't offer too much text because it can be overwhelming and people expect you to respond right away. But there are a couple people who really do need you, and I do offer, unlimited text messaging as well, that they can check in with me. So you can do videos like that of like what you can expect when you start like a health and fitness journey, how people are going to tear you down, but how these groups of women, as weird as it is that most of us don't even live close to each other and we live in all parts of the United States, are what's keeping you accountable and what's supporting you, and how to stay strong at restaurants and at family get-togethers and things like that. So those are just some tips on like different videos you can do in your group to kind of get people to connect with you on more of a, hey, I did my workout today, sweaty selfie picture in your group, which I think those are great. I hold like a whole week of sweaty selfies, but you want to also incorporate some other things. And what else have I done? My themes are pretty much generic, like Motivation Monday, Tasty Tuesday, Water Wednesday, Throwdown Thursday, and Flex Friday. Like, that's all I got. I'm not very creative. So does anybody else do anything different? No, I'm like super uncreative. But it works and they like it. So we go for it. And then, another thing that I've been doing is trying to brand my Brits Bikini Boot Camp. So if you can come outside of the word challenge group or fitness group and kind of like brand your own 30-day group, I created my own hashtag on Instagram. So in my group, what they have to do is, so say today is Tasty Tuesday, they have to take a picture of their food and they have to post it to their Facebook group, but they also have to post it on Instagram with the hashtag Brits Bikini Boot Camp, and then tag me at LiveFitWithBrit86. So then I'm driving the people that are following them to my page, and I'm kind of like branding. And then if they do that all week long, then they win a sample of bikini. But that's another way to like drive people back to your page that are following them. It's just an easy way. So I maybe really think about like a brand name for your boot camp, or your challenge group outside of the word challenge group. That'll really kind of attract people like, oh, hey, what are they doing? You know, it's been working for me pretty well. So I don't know. That's another idea on how to get more people following you and getting there. But this is about to cut us off. So does anybody have any more questions about challenge groups or anything like that? All right. Well, don't forget, next week's our sneak peek. So this week you should be blasting out Team Live Fit, what coaching's done for you, whatever you want to talk about, your income, if you want to talk about that, residual income, whatever your goals are, really start hitting that hard every day. And I would make it a goal to have at least 2 people in the group next week, and then try to get at least 1 person on the webinar on Wednesday night. Last month when we had it, we ended up having 3 coaches sign up from the sneak peek. So that's not too bad of odds for our first one. So the bigger we can grow as an organization, the more money we all make. So definitely try to work on getting like 2 people in that group. But other than that, I don't have anything else if you guys don't have anything. All right. Well, I will post this in the group. And thanks again, Heidi, for doing the calendars. All right.
No problem.
All right.